Presentation of Sewing Connection with Shirley Adams has been made possible by Jeanett's Fabric Boutique of Wakarusa. Jeanett's carries a full line of new home sewing machines, fabric, and sewing supplies. Jeanett's Fabric Boutique of Wakarusa.
You alone made the difference, and thanks to you, WNIT reached its August membership goal. But we can't count our blessings until we can count on your fulfillment. So please put your check in the mail today, and if you missed your chance to call in a pledge, you may still do so by calling the station. And let continued great programming be our continuing thanks.
On the next National Geographic special, a harsh land of scorching sun and blowing sand, Africa's skeleton coast, where the unexpected is commonplace. Despite the challenges, life persists, and two determined filmmakers brave nature's extremes to discover the survivors of the skeleton coast. A new National Geographic special.
Tonight at 7 on WNIT.
I'm Joanne Moorhart, and WNIT belongs to me.
The following program is a co-production of Nancy's Notions and Wisconsin Public Television. Tammy Young and Lori Bottom have written a book entitled ABCs of Serging, which includes step-by-step instructions and illustrations for all the techniques included on this ABCs of Serging series. The TV special price is only $16.95. Order ABCs of Serging, item number ABC2, by calling toll-free 1-800-336-8373. Credit card orders only. Or send a check or money order for $16.95 with your name and address to Nancy's Notions, P.O. Box 683, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, 53916-0683.
PBS, at the heart of today's headlines.
Newt Gingrich presided over 100 days of sweeping legislative reforms. His agenda could affect the country for generations to come. PBS takes you behind the scenes of this historic session of Congress. Freedom, opportunity, taking responsibility. This is the American promise.
I think the people who say democracy doesn't work anymore haven't really tried it.
The American Promise explores how democracy is working all over the country every single day. The world's changing faster than you can imagine. And only one place can help you make sense of it all. PBS. Covering issues of today so you're ready for tomorrow. Providing intelligent reporting, intriguing discussions, taking you behind the headlines. Absorbing, provocative, limitless. PBS. We don't tell you what to think. We give you something to think about.
I just don't have time to talk about that PBS series about time right now.
A specter haunts the United States. A time famine. Work time is up while leisure time is down. Not only are we working longer hours, we're working faster and faster and faster. But there are ways to get out of the rat race. You really should take the time to watch this. Oops, we're out of time.
Friday at 8 on WNIT.
I'm Charlie Rose, host of public television's version of the talk show format. Our guests are from today's headlines. They're on the world's front lines. They are the people you want to talk to. We come into your home each weekday afternoon because WNIT believes there should be a place for intelligent, fascinating, and respectful conversation.
Weekdays at 4:30 in Indiana, 5:30 Michigan time on WNIT.
Presentation of Quilt in a Day has been made possible by Yoder Department Store. Yoder's has thousands of bolts of quilting fabric and quilting supplies. Experienced quilters are happy to help you at Yoder's Department Store, Shipshewana.
The companion book to this program, Bits and Pieces, is available at local fabric stores or order with your credit card for $9.95 plus shipping and handling. Call 1-800-U2-QUILT between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Videotapes of this program are available for $14.95 each. Major funding for this program was provided by Elna, Swiss quality sewing machines, sergers, and presses. Additional funding was provided by Fiskars, precision cutting tools and accessories since 1649. June Taylor, quality pressing, sewing, and quilting products. Craft Guard, fabric protectant for sewing and craft projects.
In 1868, it was one vote that saved President Andrew Johnson from impeachment. The times in our history where one vote, one person, made the difference. Join the support of public television, where you alone can make the difference.
On the next National Geographic special, a harsh land of scorching sun and blowing sand, Africa's skeleton coast, where the unexpected is commonplace. Despite the challenges, life persists, and two determined filmmakers brave nature's extremes to discover the survivors of the skeleton coast. A new National Geographic special.
Tonight at 7 on WNIT.
Clive James suits up in search of La Dolce Vita.
What's the Pope's inside leg measurement?
He's about 74 centimeters.
What's the secret of driving in Rome?
Go very fast.
To make other people afraid.
In Rome, the rip-off is an art form. Only the Romans know how to get your wallet off you and make it feel like a caress. You can see them practicing on each other.
Discover the sweet life next in a Clive James postcard from Rome.
Hi, I'm Mark Russell, and we've got another comedy special coming up on public television. This is satire, music, and political jokes about political jokes. I am bipartisan. I dole out equal treatment. Some shows the treatment is more equal than others. Now, as you know, there are some in Congress who say that only liberals watch PBS. Well, I've got 3 words for them. Read my mail.
Tonight at 8, 9 in Michigan on WNIT.
The South Bend Community School Corporation offers free GED adult basic education classes Monday through Thursday. Morning and afternoon classes are available and registration begins at any time. To make an appointment or to check schedule times, call 219-284-1450.
Presentation of the Embroidery Studio has been made possible by Eakins Needlework Crafts, a major supplier of specialty needlework items, embroidery classes, and study groups available. Eakins Needlework Crafts, 115 Klein in Mishawaka.
The Embroidery Studio is made possible in part by Coates & Clark for sewing and knitting and craft products, and by the National Needlework Association, dedicated to education, enhancement, and promotion of the needle arts, with additional support from Serendipity Designs, a manufacturer and distributor of needle art designs and accessories. Heirlooms, a design book containing instructions for the Series 4 sampler and 9 additional projects, can be yours for $16.95. The Series 4 instructional video is available for $29.95. If you'd like to have all 13 programs from Series 4 of the Embroidery Studio for your video library, the cost is $49.95. For a free catalog containing all items offered by the Embroidery Studio or to place an order, call 1-800-342-9572.
PBS, a never-ending journey.
He's no Marco Polo. She's no Christopher Columbus.
I'll sit down.
But they do have something in common. They've set out on a personal quest. From Australia's rugged outback to a drum jam in South Korea, 6 personal tour guides trek into some of the most beautiful and remote places in the world.
Lying down, I felt dangerously that I might never think of a reason to get up again.
Follow the ancient path of Cortez and roam the markets of Marrakesh when you follow these international voyagers on their great journeys.
Swedish filmmaker Ingmar Bergman looks back to 1909 to explore the complex love affair between his own parents. Bergman and director Billy August paint a portrait of a painful, joyful marriage. Ingmar Bergman's The Best Intentions, next time on Masterpiece Theater.
Sunday at 9, 10 in Michigan on WNIT.
Today's programming is made possible by Erica's Craft and Sewing Center. Erica's is a retail outlet for Viking, White, Bernina, and New Home sewing machines, located on Mishawaka Avenue, South Bend.
Funding for Martha's Sewing Room is provided by Parsons Cabinet Company, YLI Corporation, Fiskars Incorporated, and Clotilda of Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Presentation of Sesame Street has been made possible by the Arthur J. Decio Foundation, supporting WNIT and the communities of Michiana for over 20 years.
What's up next? Here comes Shining Time Station.
And now, a note about one of our programs. Thank you, Pianissimo.
Look at what happens when these friends get together. They're singing.
There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He had whiskers on his chilligan.
And dancing. And adventure.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready,
and 4 to go.
Join in on the fun on Barney and Friends.
Watch Barney and Friends on WNIT weekday mornings at 8.
Funding for this program was provided in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the financial support of viewers like you. Funding for this program was provided in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the financial support of viewers like you.
This is PBS.
Look at what happens when these friends get together. They're singing.
There was an old man named Michael Finnegan. He had whiskers on his chilligan.
And dancing. And adventure.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready,
and 4 to go.
Join in on the fun on Barney and Friends.
Watch Barney and Friends on WNIT weekday mornings at 8.
Your Organic Garden is made possible by a grant from Rodale Press, publishers of health, fitness, and gardening books and magazines. Rodale, committed to helping people use the power of their bodies and minds to make their lives better.
Clive James suits up in search of La Dolce Vita.
What's the Pope's inside leg measurement?
He's about 74 centimeters.
What's the secret of driving in Rome?
Go very fast.
To make other people afraid.
In Rome, the rip-off is an art form. Only the Romans know how to get your wallet off you and make it feel like a caress. You can see them practicing on each other.
Discover the sweet life next in a Clive James postcard from Rome.
It was a prison built for the worst criminals in America. Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, the Birdman, and Doc Barker. No privileges, no rehabilitation, and worst of all, no hope. Did Alcatraz reform or destroy? Join us as we relive 3 decades of prison life with the ex-cons who survived. as they return to Alcatraz.
Monday at 7, 8 in Michigan on WNIT.
What happens when an explosion rocks a spacecraft heading for the moon? When the lives of 3 men lay on the line? Will they make it home, or will they be lost in space forever? The world watches and waits as Apollo 13 goes to the edge and back.
Tuesday at 8, 9 in Michigan on WNIT.
The kids got tired of what's going on. They wanted something different. They wanted something from their generation.
It struck America like a bolt of lightning.
White America and some black America wasn't ready for it.
Jolting awake an entire generation. Rock and roll. This is its story. One of rebels and risk takers.
You always go where you're not wanted first. There's more to achieve.
Of innovators who took a style and made it their own.
What we did was R&B plus a large amount of weirdness inserted into it.
A story of the people who changed the music.
The hippie culture is what we wanted to replace. It failed. It was pathetic.
And in the process, changed the times around them. 40 years in the making. Hear the story of rock as only PBS can tell it.
I'm gonna be what I am, and I don't give a damn who like it and who don't.
Get ready to rock and roll.
Made the difference, and thanks to you, WNIT reached its August membership goal. But we can't count our blessings until we can count on your fulfillment. So please put your check in the mail today, and if you missed your chance to call in a pledge, you may still do so by calling the station. And let continued great programming be our continuing thanks.
I just don't have time to talk about that PBS series about time right now.
A specter haunts the United States, a time famine. Work time is up while leisure time is down. Not only are we working longer hours, we're working faster and faster and faster. But there are ways to get out of the rat race. You really should take the time to watch this. Oops, we're out of time.
Tomorrow at 8 on WNIT.
I remember my mom saying to me very, very clearly, Maya, you're not half, you're double. You've got double the culture.
This year we commemorate the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. What has changed for the children of Japanese and Americans, and what still remains the same? Doubles, Japan and America's intercultural children.
Tomorrow at 9, 10 in Michigan on WNIT.
The Disability Resource Center of Southwestern Michigan is sponsoring a support group for individuals with any type of disability. Meetings are held by the Disability Resource Center in Benton Harbor every Wednesday afternoon from 2 to 4 Michigan time. For more information, call Lisa Lovell at 616-926-6168.
The Victory Garden Plant List is an annotated guide to the 400 plants in the Victory Garden which grow throughout North America. To order, send $7 to the Victory Garden Plant List, Box 2222, Southeastern Mass. 02375.
This is PBS.
Marion Morash's book, The Victory Garden Fish and Vegetable Cookbook, can be ordered by calling 1-800-358-3000. With 100 color photographs, this hardcover companion contains over 400 appetizer, salad, and main course fish and vegetable recipes, many of which have been featured on the Victory Garden. The price is $35 plus handling. Please have your credit card ready. The book is also available in bookstores and libraries nationwide.
What happens when an explosion rocks a spacecraft heading for the moon? When the lives of 3 men lay on the line? Will they make it home, or will they be lost in space forever? The world watches and waits as Apollo 13 goes to the edge and back.
Tuesday at 8, 9 in Michigan on WNIT.
PBS and the world, a natural combination.
It's the world's most famous national park, home to some of the most beautiful and powerful animals on Earth. Meet the caretakers of the wild, whose passion helps preserve this splendid natural theater. Witness the drama and danger in Tales of the Serengeti. Nature takes a look at some quirky creatures. From giant squids willing to take on a human diver, to parrots with a mind of their own.
That's not the way you do things.
Then, step into this alien empire and meet the real masters of the planet, bugs. They seem more like science fiction than science fact. And what do our primate cousins have to tell us about ourselves? Who is it we see when we look at monkeys in the mirror?
Big hug, big hug.
Some of your favorite celebrities go in the wild to help protect endangered animals.
Hello?
Christopher Reeve visits the majestic gray whale, while Deborah Winger visits the cuddly yet vulnerable pandas. Then Robin Williams meets his match with some sassy dolphins that outperform even him.
And I got a thing, we're davening.
My name is Juanita. I'm a buggy driver here in Middlebury, and WNIT belongs to me.